Hey guys, Joel here, and welcome back to another episode. So, guys, the Switch 2 is upon us. It's arriving quick. A few more hours, and the Switch 2 will be released and everything like that. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about that, and also, more about like something I read on IGN about with the Pokemon game. I know you guys probably already know they're gonna have a Pokemon Scarlet and Violet upgrade for the Switch 2 and everything like that. But before I get on to that, let's talk about a little bit about the Switch 2 and everything like that. For what I saw today, actually, I should say. So yeah, so the Switch 2 is coming out, a few more hours and everything, because I forgot it was June 5th and everything like that, and make sure to confirm the date. But earlier when went outside, I went to the supermarket. There's a GameStop right next to it and everything like that. And I saw like a line of people and everything. I'm like, what are these people waiting for? That's what I forgot that it was June 5th that it comes out and everything like that. So I was wondering what it was waiting for, and I was like, oh yes, the Switch 2. They're waiting for the Switch 2. It was like a little line of people just waiting and stuff like that. And I was like, wow, I was actually happy. The first thing I thought when I saw that, I was like, "What? People still do this and everything like that? They still hang out. There's this there chilling and stuff with their friends or whatever like that, waiting for the release date." I haven't seen that in a long time, guys. Honestly, like it's been years, so I thought that wasn't even a thing anymore or whatever like that. So I remember I had told my friend everything. I remember I told him earlier about it and everything. I was like, "Yeah, I didn't know this." He said, "Yeah, they still do it and everything like that, but he is not as like big as he used to be and everything like that." But I was happy to see it. I was really happy to see everything because I'm always like watching a lot of it is always recommended to me like old videos, like old clips, I should say, on Twitter from a lot of those retro game accounts I follow. They always post a lot of these clips and everything from the old days of these like midnight launches and stuff like that, releases of certain games like with Halo 3 and other games and stuff like that came out in the past or systems and everything that first dropped like the PS2 and everything like that. And I was like watching those things, and I was like think to myself like, damn, like I miss these days. It was just so much better when it was like that. Instead of just pre-ordering a console or whatever, or games online or whatever like that, and you get it shipped to your house. Back then it was different because everyone, it was just much more a fun experience. Going there with your friends, everything, waiting out there and stuff like that, and socializing with people. Because I think I said that before. I don't remember which video it was, but it was a recent video where I said that like I feel like with this new generation is like very antisocial and shit like that. No one really knows how to talk to people anymore. Don't like to talk to people. Everything is just online only, and I don't like that. So I am happy. I was happy to see that. I was happy to see people was out there waiting for the Switch 2 and stuff like that. And it's crazy because back then I used to hate it. I used to always talk shit about them online and everything. I remember on Facebook I used to always talk shit like people have no freaking lives or whatever like that, waiting for a damn console, whatever like that. Or I'm gonna wait, while I'm gonna be sleeping and everything comfortably in my bed or whatever like that, and I could just wait till the next day to pick up the console or whatever like that, or like in a week or whatever. And now it's different now because I like that. I'm happy to see that. I should say, because that's something good and everything. I don't like everything that's always online. So I do like that. People still doing that. It's still a thing and everything where people can wait for these releases and stuff like that. I like that. That's a really good thing and everything like that. So hopefully it continues on like that. I really hope it continues on and everything like that. People start, going out more and actually going into these stores and buying from and everything like that, myself included, because I'm always on Amazon and shit and eBay, and I want to go more into these stores like I used to do in the past, whatever like that. It's just so much better than just sitting at home always, on the internet. Come out, good to come outside, some fresh air, meet people, whatever like that. Socialize with people and things like that is what I miss and what I like to see. So that was something great with the Switch 2 and everything like that. With people waiting for the Switch 2 and everything like that. And real quick before I talk about the article, I know I didn't talk about it. Yeah, I know you guys are probably like, what I have to talk about with it? But probably what I have to say about it. But I don't know if any of you guys would be interested in it or whatever like that, the Switch 2, or you guys going to be getting the console later on, the midnight or whatever, when you guys going to be getting it. Because like I said already, I kind of am interested in it, but I don't know. I mean, I do like it's not really a big deal, but I do like that it has a little bit more power than the Switch One, and it runs more like it's like a PS4, which I feel like that's the best. Like I feel like with the PS4 this is perfect. Like I feel like it shouldn't be anything above that. It just should be like that type of power, and that's good enough, in my opinion, honestly. Because I don't know how much more you can go, but I know a lot of people are gonna disagree with me and everything like that. But I like that. I do like that with the Switch 2. It's gonna be more of like having pretty much a PS4, more like modern day PS4 and everything like that. Since the PS4, is very old now and everything like that. So I do like that. But I don't know. I really don't know. Like I said before, I was thinking about probably getting it 2 3 years down the line, but I don't know because that whole game key thing I don't like, and I seen because I actually checked it on Amazon to see. I'm like, okay, let me see which games are actually getting a physical release with a game inside, a cartridge inside, I should say, and which ones aren't. And I didn't see much with the game inside. I saw most of that game key card shit. So you pretty much buying a case with just a dollar code in it, pretty much. And I don't like that at all. Not a fan of that at all. So I don't know. I might be skipping the Switch 2 to see if that's the case because I mean, it's still kind of like physical, but it's also digital at the same time, which is kind of weird. I don't like that. Um, it's kind of like you could say like the PS4 and everything. Like when you get the game and everything, you have to install the game to play it. But I don't like that. I like that when the Switch, the game was just on it. You know, you didn't have to go through that and everything like that. You can just pop in the game and be able to play and everything like that. So I don't like that because now that's gonna make it feel like a damn, like all these other consoles are just saying and everything like that. We had to download the game first and everything. Not a fan of it. Not a fan of it at all. So I don't think I'm gonna be interested in it. I guess I have to wait to see. Maybe down the line, years later, when I finally decide if I'm gonna get it. By that time, maybe it'll be a lot more physical. Maybe a lot of people would, fight back against this game key crap, and then maybe they'll cut down on it. I don't know, but I feel like this is something here to stay. I don't know, but you guys let me know what you think about with that, and also if you guys are also gonna be getting the Switch 2 and everything, later on today. I mean, well later on. I mean, early tomorrow, I should say, and everything like that, and all that. But yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait. And also on top of that, the price, like, yeah. I was looking at some of the prices too of the games, some of the Switch 2 games coming out. Saw on Amazon. They're not too expensive. They're more like the prices you see for like the PS5 and even PS4. Some games are like that price, like $70 or whatever like that. But like I said it. Well, me and this other guy from my last video said it best. Like it's best to wait for like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and during the Christmas time or whatever to get good deals on these games and stuff like that. Like how I got Persona 3 Reload for the PS4. I got it. I forgot how much. I think it was like $30. I got it for whatever, and the original price is $70. So yeah, so around that time is when is the best time, to just wait. But a lot of people don't want to wait. And once it's just a rush, just like the people waiting outside for that. But I'm not gonna knock them. I'm not gonna knock them this time because I do like to. I like that. I like what I saw, and I'm happy that people still do that. So yeah, so hope they enjoy the Switch 2s and everything. Those people who's waiting, I hope you guys do as well. Whoever's waiting and stuff for for it to be released, whoever's at GameStop right now. But yeah, but anyway, so now with the article that I read earlier from IGN that was recommended to me, I was just laughing at these. I don't know what to say. A lot of these gamers, man. I don't know what to say with you guys. I'm just gonna say what you guys. I know a lot of you people, of course, is probably the same way some of you people who watch my videos. Maybe not. I say the majority of you guys are not. A lot of you guys are pretty much like me when it comes to like you like the old school things, retro stuff like that. But like they was talking about the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet for the Switch 2 and everything like that, and how much like faster they can run or whatever, like much more smoother and everything like that. And it was like kind of breaking it down with the loading times, where they said when you load up what's it like when you're starting up Scarlet and Violet on the Switch 1, the loading time is like I forgot how much they said, like 15, 16 seconds or whatever like that. I think I'm gonna put it on the screen for you guys to see it. I'll put it up. But yeah, 15 or 16 seconds, something like that, while the Switch 2 is like 5 seconds. I was like, that's a lie. I was like, it doesn't take that long to load the game. Not for me. Not for me. It doesn't take that long. And even if it did, what's the big deal? Like, I don't understand what people like. I don't see how that's a big deal. Like, I don't get that. And there's other people talk about, with the what's with the frame rates and stuff like that. I do understand that. Like sometimes, yeah, it gets laggy or whatever like that. In some certain parts you in, or like yes, when it does rain or whatever, if there's too much things going on the screen, it kind of like slows down a little bit. But it's not a big deal. It's not a deal breaker to me. It doesn't bother me. It's not something that it stays like it's like consistent or whatever like that, and it takes a while to fix itself. It doesn't. It's just maybe for a couple of seconds and the game is fixed. And everything like that. It fixes itself and then you can continue playing and everything like that. I don't see the big deal. But a lot of people have been complaining about that, even on that article on IGN in the comment section there I was reading, and a lot of people was just bitching about it. Some weren't, but most of them were. And they're like, oh, I couldn't play the game. When I played a little bit, I stopped playing it. So I'm so happy to be in the Switch 2 so I could finally start playing it. I'm like, really? So a little bit of lag here and there was a big issue. Like, I don't understand that with people, man. Like, freaking spoil this shit. That's all I gotta say. Like I'm sorry to say this, guys, because yeah, I'm American too, but I feel like when it comes to Americans, they're freaking spoiled, privilege, and all that shit. While other people in a lot of these other countries, who don't have this stuff, I feel like they appreciate shit better, more or whatever, and don't complain as much as how people here complain. It's like entitled to everything, and they always want to have like the latest things, everything has to be high, running at the highest frame rates and resolutions, and nothing can't, like, it has to load up instantly for them. They can't wait a second or 5 seconds. That's too much for them. They go crazy about it, whatever. Like they have freaking ADHD or something like that. So I don't like that. Like, I don't like that at all in this world. Like, especially in this country where these people is like, like, they just piss me off. Modern gamers piss me off. Like, I can't stand them. That's all I gotta say. So I'm sorry for a lot of you guys who probably are watching this or that are like that as well, but I don't like that. Like, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Just play the freaking game and enjoy it. I enjoy the game. I'm enjoying it, I should say, because I've been playing it for like the past like a few weeks and everything like that. I'm about to go on in a few. Actually, it was like on. I was actually on what's the Shadow Hearts, playing some more of that. I have it on pause right now because I just felt like doing this video to talk about this and everything with the Switch 2 and talk a little bit about this article and everything like that. So yeah, but I like the game. I have no issues with the game. Yes, it's, a little bit lagging, whatever like that. Yeah, I understand that. Loading, not really that long to me, honestly. I don't know what the hell they were talking about, IGN, but I don't see it like that. But I guess it doesn't bother me because it's not as a minor issue. It's like nitpicking to me, in my opinion, and everything like that. And maybe because since I'm kind of used to that in a way, so it doesn't bother me, because I play retro games a lot and everything. I understand with load times and everything. It doesn't bother me. It's whatever, so it's not a big deal. Not like a lot of these games back in the days, even like the PS1 era, games take forever to load up. There's a lot of games on the PS1 that takes forever. Those, yeah, I could kind of complain about and everything like that. I would say the game that took the longest, I should say, when it comes to loading, was when I did my review on here on what's it, Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex for the PS2. Oh my god, the loading times take forever in that freaking game, forever. I have to like be on my phone or on my laptop, whatever, until it finally loads up. That takes a long time. So anybody was complaining, if anyone wants to complain about that, But like, come on, really, like. It doesn't even take that long to load up on the Switch One. I don't see that. Like, it does not. Like, maybe it's just me. I don't know, guys. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I don't know, but I have no issues with it. People just complain too much. That's all I gotta say. Complain about this littlest shit, and that's what I was talking. Like what I said, like these damn modern gamers, like they just be pissing me off. Like everything like has to run the best for them and high powered this and that, and they make fun of you because I've even seen that also in the comment section on IGN's article with some people who's defended whatever like that. People was making fun of them on it. Even on Twitter, I saw a lot of people talking about it. Saying, "Oh, have fun playing your Switch games and Switch One games in 30 FPS and all this shit at 1080 still can't run 4K." And all this shit still can't run a proper 60 frames and all this shit like this back and forth, back and forth. Like this shit is never gonna end with this whole console war shit. Like I don't get that. I don't get that. And I'm not that type of person. You play on whatever console you want to play on, and if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. I don't think you should be making fun of people for that. So, and you guys already know people have made a lot of fun of when it comes to me being on the PS4 and shit like that. And, joking on me about that. You guys already know that when I did my little rant on 2K25 it is right now because I don't even care about the series anymore. So I forgot it's 25 we're on right now and everything like that. So then people make fun of that. Like I want to do that. I'm not gonna make fun of what people like. If you like that, if you want to play on the older console or you want to play on a modern console is not as powerful as the other modern consoles, that's fine. Like as long as you're having fun, right? That's all that matters. And I'm having fun with Violet. I'm having a great time with it. Apart from those minor little issues or whatever like that, I still like it. I'm still enjoying the game and it's a fun game. So I don't see anything wrong with it. So I don't know why people see a problem with that because I don't. I do not. So the things they were talking about, I was like, is this really a big issue? Like, I see everyone complain about this shit. Ever since they said it was gonna update it or whatever, like the upgrade for it on the Switch 2, everyone's just been like talking about it and like, oh, they can't wait and oh my god, it's gonna be so good finally and all this other shit. I can finally play the game. I was like, what are you guys talking about? Like, I see nothing wrong with the game. See nothing wrong with it. All right, a little bit of lag here and there. Okay, all right, what you do, whatever. Play the game and shut the hell up. That's just how I see it. And there's people like these gamers, especially like I said, with American gamers is freaking spoiled now. Everything they just have to be entitled to a privilege and everything like that. And I've always said this. I don't know if I said it on here, but I've always said this to myself and to my friends. Like, what if one day, the government decided, okay, we're gonna go back, we're gonna revert back onto like old tech and stop going forward with technologies and just go back now. and everything like that, and start going to these people's houses and taking the games away, whatever their latest shit. I wonder what people would do. I wonder what the hell they would do. Like, probably, I don't even know. Like, they probably get depressed. I don't know. Commit suicide. Who knows? I don't know. But I would even care. But yeah, I probably would just be happy, honestly, to be honest, and everything like that. So yeah, because you guys know I like my old school, so I don't care. But I've always thought about that. Like, what if these things was taken away? Like, what would these people do? It's constantly just praising this shit and everything like that, and just making fun of other people, constantly complaining. They can't wait for like a second or two in a game to load up. Like, what would happen? Like what would happen if you have to go back to those days or whatever like that? How would you be able to? How would people be able to live? Maybe then they'll probably stop freaking playing games and go outside and everything like that, meet people and everything instead of being this antisocial and talking shit online all the time, against other people, towards other people, I should say, and everything like that. So I don't see the problem with the game. I like it, and I'm just laughing at that. Some people couldn't play the game because of that. Like, you really have to wait this many years for a Switch 2 version so you can play the game. Like, that's so stupid. So dumb. That's all I gotta say, guys. Oh, I'm not here like sweating. That's why I gotta keep constantly wiping my face. But yeah, what's it? But yeah, it's just so dumb. Like, I don't see no issues with the game. Don't see any issues at whatsoever. I don't know what you guys think, but I like it. I like the Switch one, and I recently got the console, and that's what I'm gonna be playing for a long time. Like, I'm gonna be sticking with that for a long time because there's a lot of games on the console that I want to get and everything like that. So I never like, you guys probably already know. Well, I'm pretty sure you guys do know, but I never like when a console, that you just so accustomed to and everything, have all these games and everything like that, you just love. And when they come on a new console, it's like shit. That then very soon they're gonna stop supporting it and everything like that, and try to force you to move on to the next console. I never liked that at all, honestly. Never liked it. Always hated it, and everything like that. But it happens, because what they want. So whatever like that. When it comes to technology moving forward, which I still don't see anything being like moving forward. I feel like there's nothing else to really do, just in my opinion, with that shit when it comes to gaming. But just me. But like, I never liked that, and yeah, it just sucks, But the one thing I can say though with the Switch 2 release is what I'm happy about is the games are cheaper now, a lot cheaper on the Switch 1 and everything like that, and also the console is a lot cheaper now too. So that's a great thing. So for anybody out there that is like myself that's just now getting a Switch or interested in getting a Switch and collecting for it, this is definitely the time to do it. So yeah, so I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that. So because a lot of games I want, a lot of games I need to get for the Switch One. So yeah, so in a way I am happy with the Switch Two. So now a lot of these games I can get now cheaper and everything like that since it's about to be released anyways. But yeah, and what's it? And I'm just happy with the Switch One that but all the games are physical. We're here and there, digital here and there from an indie dev or whatever like that, but majority of them are all physical. So I'm worried about this with the Switch Two now and everything like that. And I don't see it being good. I don't see it being good. Like I said, right, with the gaming industry, it sucks ass. So yeah, I don't see positive things coming from going forward with the gaming industry. I think this is how it's gonna be, which is sad. But yeah, but I think that's about it. But yeah, I don't want to like start talking about other things and repeat other shit. Should I always repeat about this whole digital versus physical crap and all this other stuff, like but I don't know. Well, all I can say is I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys enjoy the Switch 2 for who's gonna be getting it on day one, everything like that. And let me know when you guys are gonna be getting it on day one, and when you guys test it out for like a couple of weeks or whatever. Let me know more about it and everything, and also let me know more about this whole game key card or whatever like that as well. And when it comes to physical games and the actual physical games, what's gonna happen with that? Just let me know in the comment section below and everything. And for you guys also that have played Scarlet and Violet on the Switch, what do you guys think? Or was it a big issue for you guys that you guys really, was waiting for it to be in Switch 2 and everything? Let me know with that too. But like I said, I saw no issue with it. But yeah, I have no problems with the game. I love it. And I don't care. 1080p is good enough for me. I mean, I still play games in 720. I still play games in 480p on the PS2. Still play games 480p and 480i. Mostly 480i, I think it is. Yeah, then some games support 480p, which I think is that progressive scan thing. Same thing with the GameCube. And then the PS1, that's 240p, I think it is. Yeah, I think it's 240. I think. But yeah, so if I can play that, I don't have any issues with the Switch One. So yeah, 1080 is good enough for me. You know, the frame rate drops here and there, yeah, it can be a little bit of a bothersome, but it's not a big deal. You know, it fixes itself. It's whatever. I don't care. I love the game. I have the DLC for the game too and everything like that. So yeah, so that's great. I'm happy I had the game came with the DLC, so I got all that. I was happy for that price I've paid. So yeah, so I'm definitely gonna be playing the DLC after I'm done. You know, with everything in the main game. But yeah, so yeah, that's about it. So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below and everything like that. For any of you guys who begin to switch to and everything like that, and also what you guys think about, you know, other people complaining about the games running slightly faster or loading up faster. Is it a big deal to you guys? You know, let me know in the comment section down below. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next time for another episode.